your own zone, but in generating offense. Was that?
Yeah. Lack of patience turns into turnovers. They get fortunate on their first goal, which I thought was the most important goal of the game, was the first goal, where we have control of it on the power play. It ends, we whiff on a pass, and Richards makes a hell of a play. But then from there, we lost some of our patience, and they're a good enough team to capitalize on mistakes, and they did.
When you make it 2-1 with the way you guys have owned third periods recently, are you confident that a comeback is there?
Yeah, and again, we're, and I'm not saying everybody, just a few guys, we just end up losing patience. We win a face-off, it's in the back of our net, and again, they capitalize on a mistake where we win the face-off clean. We try to force one up the middle, it's in the back of our net. And so that's where, against the really good teams in the league, you've got to keep your patience. And we've done a pretty good job of late. We have to iron out some things and get right back at it here. We got some practice days, and we'll be okay. Patience is a very important thing when you're playing against an offensive team like that in Philly.
Is that a little bit surprising, given the last couple of games you praised them for not opening it up?
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. I wouldn't say it's again, you're not always going to make the right decision. As you go through all the games in this season, you're not always going to make the right decisions. It's correcting them right away for the next game, and trying to get back to what you do best, and trying to get back to your concepts. So we've had a good week. We lose a tough one here against a really good team. We have to move by it and get ready for Tampa before we break here for a couple of days.
Frustrating essentially a number of shots that didn't go off Bruce's glove and maybe he missed the net.
Yeah. Even some chances where it looked like it was going to be a chance and we don't get it to the net. I thought they had good sticks and defended pretty well around their net. 5-on-5 for good portions of the game. I thought we forechecked well, but we just couldn't get chances to the net. And Weiser's a big play. Goes through him, goes wide. So we just got to keep banging away at this and iron out some of the problems we had tonight and get ready to play against Tampa.
It was a spectacular pass by Richards, but your defenseman lost awareness of it coming in.
Well, no, he didn't. It's our defenseman at that juncture, Jay. Brian Boyle has control of the puck in the corner at the end of a power play. Michael Delzato slides to the middle. Rosie's looking for a pass. Brian passes, but he fans on the shot on the pass. And that's where Richard gets it and throws it the other way. I thought the same thing. Where's our D? I look at the clip. We have full control, but we're trying to get into an offensive position to shoot a puck. So I don't blame the D there. It's unfortunate, the timing. I'd like to see Brian make the pass. He just fans, and they had to score. And I think that's a pretty important goal.
Third goal, John, it seemed like there was, like you said, you win a face-off and guys are just...
Well, we get stripped. Michael gets stripped. We have guys going to the wall ready because we win the face-off to run our face-off play as far as getting it out. And we get stripped, and we're on the outside trying to come back in. Rosie reacts after they make a play. He's going to Giroux, and it goes right by him. But you win a face-off, we can't get stripped there. And again, they capitalized.
How deflating was that? Just a minute and a half after you get within one.
It's hard. It was because we were talking about it. We felt good as far as trying to find a way back into it, and you score that goal, and to get scored on right away. It's a tough one to come back from.
After what's been a month and a half of a really grueling schedule, traveling here, there, everywhere, a lot of 3 and 4 days back-to-backs, despite this loss, how good do you feel about where your team's at?
I feel real good about the team. We talked about sweeping the 4 games this week, and I feel good about where we're going. But we're going to have to get better. As you get going and you get by Christmas, other teams are going to get better. We have to continue to improve in certain areas. Individual players have to improve, and we just have to stay with it, and we will.
Did Dale give you what you were looking for in this?
Yeah, I liked him. Carcillo has opportunities to fight some other people out there. He decided to pick on Weiss, and I thought he did a really good job in his fight. Really good job, and other than his first shift where it kind of gets handcuffed when he doesn't get in, him and Sean struggled that shift there. I liked what he did. Even some plays behind the net, he kept some patience, and yeah. So it was I didn't realize it was his first game. I get mixed up with all the exhibition games he played and stuff like that. So I thought he handled himself pretty well. 6 or 7 minutes I think he played. So we'll see.
The inconsistency of the kicking motion thing. If I recall correctly, in Tampa,
Yeah.
you had the exact same thing go the other way, and you got
Yeah.
tossed out of the game, and it looked like the exact same play as that one.
I think we have to, what is the definition of distinct? And I don't know. I don't know what it is. But if you see, and I think they're going to call it all the time, no goal. Maybe I'm missing the one you're talking about. When you see Weiser's foot just up in the air after the fact, I don't think it's a kicking motion. I just think it's a motion. And now what is distinct? I don't know. That's something you have to ask Coley and the boys.
Okay.